circle.
I'm Martin Sargent. Clearly, I'm the guy. Duh. I'm pretty much the man. Get with it. Yo, what's up? That's rad, man. What's up? You never seen anything like that. Blingo. Blingo?
Unscrewed. That's right. Greetings, ye lusty freaks, and welcome to Unscrewed, the show that defies description, at least for our crappy writing staff. I'm Martin Sargent, joined as always by Laura Swisher. Yo, Breezy, what's crackulating? This show gonna be off the heezy crunk word is born.
Martin, why are you talking like that?
Why you playing, hating chicken head? Getting all in my grill.
You're an idiot.
Laura, I know. When I'm done, I'm just trying out my new teen lingo glossary. It's meant for youth ministers to understand their drug-crazed teenage flocks, but I use it to impress the Breezies, Bettys, Chazzies, and other women who might want to get their G on with MC Sargent up in here. Feel me?
How's it working for you, Martin?
Let me show you what I'm talking about, though. This is actually meant for youth ministers to understand them. For example, all up in my business right here.
Two Z's.
Translated is, when someone is meddling in your affairs or dealings, they are in your business.
Can you
Quit
give me an
asking
example?
about my girl. Why you all up in my business? Want to learn some more about teen lingo? How about all up in my grill? The act of being up in someone's face.
I wonder if they have someone updating it. Like, is there like a minister that has to be on call for when the language changes?
I hope so, because I need to learn more.
That's fresh.
Anyway, for many of you out there sitting in your filthy dark hovels watching tonight's program, may be a life-changing experience in one of two ways. First, you might experience an epiphany about the nature of the cosmoverse through listening to the words of our first guest, who claims to have proof that crop circles are in fact the work of aliens who apparently don't have Palmolive on their home planet. Second, we have a woman who wants to make the world a more positive and loving and happy place by skipping. Yes, word is born. The founder of a nationwide adult skipping movement, Kim Corbin, is here. She's awesome. It's going to be a life-altering whirlwind of excitement show. Right, Laura?
Yes.
But first.
Now, Unscrewed News with Martin Sargent.
This is Unscrewed News with Martin Sargent. I think I'm Brit Hume. Page 1. According to Reuters, new mobile phone services operated by Hong Kong conglomerate Hutchinson Whampoa will offer pictures and video clips from Playboy Enterprises. Telecom analysts say these phones are a chilling reminder of the caliber of women who will never be calling me. Also from Reuters, a new renewable energy source has become reality with the development of the world's first power station to be fueled by macadamia nut shells. In a related story, the price of macadamia nuts today skyrocketed to $32 a barrel. The inventor of the method could not be reached for comment as he has been shot dead. And finally tonight, in strange news from the Associated Press, a deer in Omaha, Nebraska walked through airport security, making it all the way to baggage claim. Airport officials insist this was not a ridiculous breach of security, as the deer was required to remove its shoes and belt before entering the main terminal. Upon getting wind of the incident, the ACLU immediately snapped into action, accusing the airport of profiling, saying the only reason the deer was stopped was because it was a deer. And that's the news with Martin Sargent. I'm Martin Sargent. So, are crop circles landing pads for UFOs? Are they just God making art? We'll find out right after the break. But before all that, do you have a weblog, or as we say in the business, a blog? Seems everyone has one of these online journals, and people use them to share fascinating minutiae about their lives to the world. The phenomenon has inspired a segment we call Dear Blog.
April 10th. Dear Blog. Idiots! So, finally, I've got this blog to work. My hosting company told me it would be funky for a few days, but they forgot to mention that my FTP settings would be different. Idiots! So anyways, I went into Cold Stone today and got a small vanilla with peanut butter cups. I don't understand where their sense of small comes from. The thing weighed like 1.5 pounds or something. I had about 1/4 of it. Damn, it was good.
Another moment in NASA history.
Yeah, I see you out there, Steve. Now, why don't you quit hot dogging around and just get back in here?
Unscrewed, it's like vodka and orange juice, but with tomato juice. Hello. Our next guest is an authority on the phenomenon of crop circles. He can not only tell the real crop circle from the fake, but he can also read the secret messages buried within all that folded corn. Marshall Mathers, welcome to Unscrewed, sir.
Thanks.
So, Mr. Mathers, these crop circles, they look cool and mysterious, but is it not true that they're just the work of a bunch of mischievous math geeks hopped up on cider, toting boards and ropes and GPS devices out into the cornfield?
Don't forget the microwave ovens.
Yes.
Yeah, got to have that. Actually, there's a way to filter them out. And it's the nodes in the plants. If there's expansion in the nodes, the fluids, it comes from electromagnetic warming, then you know you've got a real formation. There are other ways to tell, such as signs of ingress or egress. If you see that, in other words, they've got to tromp into a field or tromp out of it, you're going to find that. So when crop circle researchers are out there and they're looking, they want to see if the plants are broken when they've been laid down.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's how you can tell if it's been done by a prankster.
Energy. If it's pranksters doing it with boards, you're crushing.
Okay.
Okay, whereas a formation that's been formed by energy, actually it's elegant the way the plants are woven and laid down gently. And they continue to grow, actually. And the farmers who have the formations will tell you that in an authentic formation, that part of their field actually becomes more productive with consecutive crops.
So when the aliens make these things, do they go out in the field with the hose and the rakes and make these pretty things? How do they make the crop circles?
It's with energy. There's a lot of different theories about it. I tend to like the scalar energy theory. And
what's that one? That's one of my favorites too, but let everyone else at home know.
Okay, there you go. The Earth generates natural scalar energy. All right. The 3 crop circles we'll talk about tonight all happen during the middle of August and when the crops are mature, but it's also during a time when there's the equatorial bulge and forces within the Earth are causing a higher level of scalar energy to be released. And I'm thinking that, and what I'm seeing so far, is that this is really the energy that's being used by whoever's creating these messages.
According to your website, you believe there's a connection between 3 very complex crop circles, each made a year apart. What is the significance of this connection of these 3 crop circles?
The key significance is that it goes back to Carl Sagan, 1974.
Everything goes back to Sagan.
Absolutely. You start with Sagan, you work your way forward.
Millions and millions
and billions.
Stars. See? Everything.
And Sagan in 74 with another astronomer by the name of Drake.
Love Drake.
Drake's a great guy.
Yeah.
They created a message and they beamed it out into space from the Arecibo telescope.
Oh, that's the one down in Puerto Rico owned by Cornell University,
it's that 5
right?
watt CB thing, you know.
Yeah.
And so they got a message reply back in 2001.
They got him. What did the message say?
Well, it came back and it said, well, here we are. And this is, it basically used the same binary coding system that
we
Sagan
sent
and Drake set out, and the same format. It changed some things. It had a picture of a face in there, and it reminds people a lot of that face on Cydonia on Mars.
Yeah, the one with the big eyes and the classic gray Zeta Reticulum alien head that we're used to.
Yeah, that. And so I never really paid much attention to the head. It was, the interesting thing was exactly where, and that place was called Chilbolton, and it's right next to a radio telescope. All right. The previous year, in exactly the same place, there was a formation nearly the same time in the August of the previous year.
What are these things all saying, though?
Well, so far they've been communicating issues of technology and astronomy, basically kind of like a building block conceptual building block.
So we're looking at it right there, right? There's the different ones. That's the one that we sent out and the one that we got back.
This is the Arecibo reply message. And you see the second circle down there in the corner. Now that actually has an icon of the formation that was in the very same spot in that field the year previous.
So what are the aliens really trying to say to us?
Go to the next slide.
Go to the next slide. We want to know the upshot of what these alien people, why are they building these crops in our fields and destroying our agricultural economy?
In the second, they're not building, they're trying to get a message across. In this one, this formation happened a year, another year later. This one happened in Crabwood. To me, this is a real turnaround crop circle formation, different from everything else. First off, it has a picture of an alien face.
Okay.
All right. Now, it's hard to see it in the picture, but the thing that I noticed first about the alien face is you watch X-Files, you watch the movies, you see the aliens, it's the grays, right?
Yeah,
the almond-shaped, black, featureless eyes.
Well, that's just it. If I know about this and you know about this, then the pranksters who could have built this thing, wouldn't they make it look like that? How is that proof that it's from the aliens?
But if you saw the photograph, you look at the eyes, and the Crabwood formation has sclera, pupil, and an iris.
Aha! Now we have our proof.
It's a new breed of alien. Okay, so, but the other thing is he's holding out a disc. And the disc is, if you've worked in the computer technology, I don't know, you ever been in the business? But anyway.
Clearly not. That's why I'm doing this job. Okay, what does this mean? It looks like a disc.
All right.
It looks like a hard disc.
We looked at it, and actually, a fellow who developed DVD technology for Apple, his name was Bob Hager, and we took a look at this and immediately said, we've got a spiral, we've definitely got bit pattern there, we've got a CD or DVD, something like that. So we started analyzing it. As we started analyzing it, this website came out, Earth Files, and they published a translation of it. I didn't like the translation, came out, and it just didn't pass the smell test.
We're running out of time. What did it say?
Bottom line is it says, there's good out there, there's bad out there. Basically, beware. You know, just don't trust anybody that shows up with candy and flowers.
So, like Mel Gibson in that crappy movie Signs, we shouldn't trust that.
I think Signs was an abomination.
Why? Because Gibson's not a good actor, or because it didn't? Why?
It's an abomination. Look at the formations in that movie. They were simple. I mean, it was like comparing a Model T with a Jaguar. I mean, they were simplistic and stupid. The whole movie was stupid. It was 1950s stuff. It deserves to die, as far as I'm concerned.
There you have it. There's Mel Gibson crying. Do the aliens also cry?
I don't know.
Never met an alien?
Never met one.
We got to go. Marshall Mathers, thanks for being with us, and thank you for coming here in peace. We hope to see you again. Hey, coming up, we got a woman who has turned skipping, not galloping, skipping into a means of saving the world. Stick around.
Sport.
Welcome back. Hey, to some, skipping brings back fond memories, carefree days filled with sunshine and happiness. To others, it was simply a childish activity that stopped when we discovered dating or drugs. To our next guest, however, skipping is more like a religion, a calling that can unite people and add positive energy to the world. Please welcome the founder of a national adult skipping movement and creator of the website iskip.com, Kim Corbin. Welcome, Kim.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Kim, I skipped as I was a child, but I was really bad at it. I often skinned my knees, and everyone made fun of my bloody pants. Why should I skip now that I'm an adult that everyone still makes fun of?
Well, first of all, you should only skip if you feel like skipping, because really the whole skipping message is about being true to yourself and freedom. But it might be good for you to skip because you shouldn't worry so much about what other people think. If it makes you feel happy, then by all means do it.
But why not jump rope or hopscotch?
That's good too. That's good too. Anything that's like freedom of movement or being in that childlike joy is fine. It's not really all about skipping.
What separates the good skippers from the crappy skippers?
Well, really, I think to be a good skipper, you have to not care what other people think. Like
Yeah,
when you
clearly.
skip, yeah. Like there's this, even when I first started, there's this voice that says you're crazy, people are going to laugh at you, and there's this other voice that's like, yeah, but it's so free and fun. And it's just learning to listen to that voice that loves the freedom and loves to feel good and doesn't really care what everyone who might be judging them thinks.
Gotcha. So did you make varsity skipping in high school?
No, there wasn't skipping yet. Like, I didn't even know until I moved to San Francisco from Indiana that skipping was such a wonderful thing.
When did you first realize? I mean, you must have been really hopped up on drugs when you decided to do this thing, right? How did you have that epiphany? What happened?
I was out in San Francisco on a Friday night in the Castro, and this guy said skip, and I followed him, and the minute I did it, I thought, why did we stop? This is so much fun. It's great exercise. I bet I could start a national movement.
Yeah, well, you know what? Lots of guys in the Castro have asked me to skip after him, but I haven't done it. I have not done it.
But I did, and now I'm the skipping queen.
Could you teach me an uncoordinated hack how to skip, Kim?
I could try. We might start with galloping.
You might start with galloping. That's a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So we got this website. It's called iskip.com. It's kind of a network for skipping enthusiasts throughout the nation. How many members do you have?
Well, there's 2,500 people that are actually on the mailing list, but I constantly am getting emails from people who either were too embarrassed to skip, so they like call themselves closet skippers and now they feel like they can come out, or people who are trying it, and so it's a really unquantifiable number.
Does Tom Petty know you have his hat?
No, but I'd like to skip with Tom Petty.
Hey, you're becoming rich off this whole iSkip business. I mean, what's the scam here, Kim?
There's no scam. Actually, I started it in the middle of the whole .com explosion, and I really wanted it to be like the smiley face was in the 70s. It's really about positive energy and doing something that you love because you love to do it. And it's not about making money. It's about connecting with kindred spirits, and that's what I think the internet's really all about.
Yeah, but the dream didn't quite work out, did it, Kim? We don't see pictures of you on the back of people's bumpers, do we?
I'm working in the fitness industry to start a company called Body for the Ages.
I love it.
And
Speaking of the .com boom, you're friends with other internet celebrities such as Randy Constant. People may know him as the man behind the Peter Pan homepage, pixieland.org. There he is. There's Randy.
Randy.
Any plans for you and Randy maybe starting a Peter Pan musical, perhaps, skipping-wise?
Well, I'm not much of a singer. I'm more of a skipper, but, you know, stranger things have happened. There's a national skipping movement, after all.
And I know you also at one point dated the man behind iblowbubbles.com.
I did.
What happened? I mean, you seemed like a perfect match for each other, Kim.
We're still extremely good friends who go on positive energy missions. It just didn't work out in the love department, but we still spread the joy.
Friday night would roll along, you'd want to skip, he wanted to blow bubbles. I can picture the friction.
Yeah.
So, was it hard to break it to your family that you wanted to start an adult skipping movement?
You know, my dad, they're Midwestern people, and at first he thought that I'd totally lost all of my marbles, but then he tried it, and my dad is actually a skipper in the Midwest. So
yeah? He joined the skipping?
Yeah, he's a skipper.
All right. Well, Kim, thank you so much for coming in and teaching us how to skip. Could you just get up and maybe skip on out of here just so we can show everyone how it's done? Can we do this with the camera? There she goes. I love it. Kim Corbin, everyone, iskip.com. So when we come back, learn more about Ant Flo. But first, check this out. Check this out. I swear, the tape has not been sped up. Check this out. Cool.
Go. Ooh, she beat her state record. She had an 8.22.
Unscrewed. Screwed? Unscrewed. Well, Aunt Flo is late again. Apparently, she's checked in the Red Roof Inn. Curses. We'll check in with her tomorrow. Anyway, our hard-hitting correspondent, Gary, once again takes to the street, this time gathering groundbreaking data on how far people go to save a buck. Here's Gary.
Have this idea where they want to put a chip in everybody to track everybody as part of national security. What do you think about that?
A chip put on my thumb?
Yeah, it's a little chip that they put on your thumb to help track you.
Mark of the beast. I'll refuse it. Yeah, I would.
And how about if it gave you discounts for shopping and stuff like that? Would you? You would have a little chip on your thumb if it gave you a percentage off? Okay, cool.
That's right, straight in the Bible.
The chip is?
I agree with it.
That's crazy.
Bad idea.
Inside your skin or something?
Well, it's almost like permanently glued on top of your thumbnail right here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. No, would you do that?
No.
Have a chip in your thumb? No? Yeah, you can like barely see it. It's gonna be like a little tiny black dot thing.
Thumbnail came off.
And how about if they put the chip in, and when you went shopping, if you put it under a thing and it gave you a discount while you were shopping, would you do it?
Yeah.
If you bleeped it there and they gave you a discount.
How big of a discount?
See, this is the question.
Yes to it.
Yeah, you say yes to it? Okay. All right, cool.
That's scary. Yeah, it's still scary. Give it up for Gary. So as a tech TV superstar, I'm hip to the latest internet fads, and let me tell you, if there's one thing the kids crave nowadays, it's watching the online video clips, and that's why I've commanded our webmaster create a video archive of the best behind-the-scenes moments and on-screen gems from the long storied history of Unscrewed. Just go to techtv.com/unscrewed and click on anything that says video. It's all pretty much priceless. Great post clips every day. But that's it for tonight. Good night, everyone. We'd like to thank Marshall Masters and Kim Corbin. See you tomorrow, and email me.
You guys have time to take a survey? A quick one-question survey? Nope. That's a no.
We're not from here.
Oh, okay.
He has to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Walking, but we're selling at the same time.
Oh, okay, well, good luck, man. Good luck. And come back by. Come back by if you can. How are you? You got time to take a quick survey real fast? Oh, no English? No English? Got it. You got a couple minutes to answer a question? We'll take that as a no. How are you folks today?
How long is your quick survey?
It's a one-question survey.
A one question?
Yeah, you guys have time to take a one-question survey?
We do.
Perfect. Thank you so much.